The first time that I was really scared for my son, this lullaby machine. You see, it produces a image on the ceiling.
Right.
It produces a sound. Okay. I'll turn the light on here. Can I turn this? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. We're gonna switch on the wall. Okay. It produces sound and light. Okay. In order to do both of these things, you have to push the button to turn it on and off. Okay. Okay. She told me. One day. She's like, she said, turn on the, get the room ready, which is turn this thing on, make sure there's no pillows in the way. You know, we have a routine that we do to put my son down.
Right.
Turn this on and make sure everything's out the way. Okay. Well, I think she was giving him a bath, and so I did it. This was a day that she didn't tell me this. I did this on my own. So I turned it on, and I was excited, you know what I mean? Because I was like, she's gonna figure out that I jumped ahead of the game, you know what I mean? I jumped the gun, and I did everything before she would even ask me to do it. That's one of my joys that I get out of being with her, so I can do something before she wants me to do it. So I was all excited about it. So I went outside to smoke a cigarette, and she comes outside and she said, "Why did you turn on the stuff? Why didn't you get everything ready for me?" Like I was, you know, like she knew I was gonna do it or something. We were very intuitive to each other, and I was like, man, I swear to God, I turned that thing on. And I come off in here, and it was turned all the way off. In order to do that, I can hold this plug.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. To jiggle this plug, it's not going anywhere. In order to do that, you have to press these buttons to turn this thing off. It was turned all the way off. That was the first. That was the first
so the
instance.
Sound and the light.
Sound and the light are two different things.
Wow. And everything was off.
And everything was off. Okay, she was pissed off. She was mad at me. I told her, I swear to God, I turned both these things on. I'm not crazy. You know what I mean? I'm not crazy. You can tell that it's not just a little switch. You know what I mean? So you got to really put some power into it in order for it to stop.
It's not just gonna like.
Yeah, it's not just gonna do it on its own. And if you turn it off and turn it back on, it goes back to the heartbeat. You have to physically put the lullaby back on there.
Gotcha.
Another thing is, okay, he usually sleeps in the middle, and he wakes up. We got the baby monitor. Usually we put it over there so there's no interference with him while he's sleeping. If he woke up, then he wouldn't wake up and mess with it. You know what I mean? It would be able for us to be able to hear him. Well, this particular night. This is another particular night. He woke up and he was screaming, terrified. He sits up and he's shaking, which is maybe kind of normal for any kind of kid, you know what I mean? But when I come off in here, I got cold chills, real cold chills.
Yeah. And
this is in the summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is in the summertime. I got real cold chills. So I snatched him up, and when I got right here, that's when the hairs on the back of my head stood up like crazy. Like I felt like I walked, like I told you, I felt like I walked into a room full of static. And I snatched him up and I told her grab him because whatever's in here, I feel like I might challenge it. I'm looking for the shadows. You know what I mean? It's totally pitch dark in here. I put this night light up because I saw shadows walking back and forth. So I put this one right here so I could distinguish for my own eye's sake,
right,
whether I could see down the hall walking, if I could see a shadow walking by or not. Because I could easily put that thing over there on that side.
Right.
But I wanted it to be right here so I could see something if it's walking back and forth. I've seen on multiple occasions something walking back and forth from this particular light. There was a cover on top of it. I took it off because I didn't trust it.
Right.
So I wanted just straight light beam to be up. So that particular night, I gave him to her. Told her to take him. She walked that way and she said, "Oh my gosh, I just walked into the coldest thing." So I'm standing here and I'm looking for the shadow, but eventually the cold chills, they dissipate. They come back strong. They dissipate, and then they come back a little bit strong, and then they dissipate for sure.
Is this where you said you last night or this morning you had?
Yeah, I was in bed. That's the covers that were covering me, and I basically what she said is I woke up. I was laying down. I don't really sleep with the covers over my head. I was laying down, and when I woke up, I was like this, and I saw it underneath my blankets with me.
Oh wow.
So I threw my blankets over, ran my pillow like this, and it jumped up and was right here. And I swung my pillow at it like that, and it dissipated. And then I ran out there, and then I just broke down in front of the stove. I just broke down.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it. It was too much for me because I saw what I saw.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out just trying to figure it all out, man. I'm one of those guys that doesn't read the book. I read the instruction manual. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to figure it all out. That's where I'm at. You know, I don't want to put all my eggs in the haunted basket.
Right.
You know, but I do contribute stuff that I'm seeing to stuff that I can't explain.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, because like he called me this morning and he's all really upset, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And he started telling me, I'm like, okay, we gotta figure this out. There's something we gotta figure out. And I'm like, I believe you. You don't have to worry about that. You know, we gotta figure out what it is. Shoot, we were on the phone for 2 hours, and then we finally figured out that's what it's got to be.
The mirror had to have been something part of it.